honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. Yeah. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday. Man, y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday as well. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. We talk a little bit of everything over there, from sneakers to music to fitness to sports. So a little bit of all that. Y'all see the nice topic, and I'm gonna let my homie go ahead and do his proper introductions.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Dunks. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. Let's say still not much going on, but I know what they had those unions dropped, so I don't know if anybody really went for those or not. But didn't really look like a fan favorite, so guess that goes to say,
Ironically,
uh,
not to cut you off, they set on the
yeah,
union website, and Divine also
mhm.
showed out in the sold out Discord that those unions are appearing to slowly sell out on sneakers. I think personally it could be a fake sellout, but go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get it. But no, yeah, just cool. Just to follow that back up is like I say. I mean, I guess if you're just like a fan, like that much of a fan of Union, or if you just like field generals, then I guess. And then they like had that the LA exclusive pair, right? They're like that black pair.
I didn't know that was an LA exclusive. Everybody was wondering where those dropped because,
It
like,
was website exclusive. It was like website exclusive or something.
so they
Maybe it
did.
was something exclusive about it.
I think it was just LA exclusive to the best of my knowledge, and y'all feel free to correct us in the chat. I don't think the black pair. I think it only dropped local. I don't quote me on this, but I
Yeah,
don't think they dropped on the website. They're not loaded on sneakers. So,
no.
but we know
Then
there's
they
a
because they had like
pair.
a guava pair. They had a guava pair up there
Yeah,
on the website also next
exactly.
to that pair that they had on sneakers. So, but yeah, like I say, I mean, I wasn't really feeling either pair like of all three. So I mean, but congrats to anybody that did get them if they wanted them.
Most definitely so. I don't know if the people. I hope they're not trying to do that for the flipskis because I don't think that's going to be it. Um,
Yeah, no.
on the radar next, I think we have the Action Bronson supposed to be coming up, so we'll see how it goes. But tonight's topic, man, we're just gonna keep it simple and real smooth tonight. Nike layoffs over 90% of his leadership roles and introduces 100 and under sneaker line. So, I guess long story short, right?
Mm,
Obviously, I guess the economy, and I hate to keep piggybacking off of this, but I mean, we don't see a lot loaded up on sneakers, and it's looking pretty dry out here right now. Other than the next big hype drop is supposed to be the I'm my year threes, which I'm assuming they're gonna do well. But I guess my thing is with this whole topic tonight is what is Nike's like next big move? And I also seen where looks like Adidas just made a big sign too for the next, I guess, next big thing that's supposed to be over there, which is Anthony Edwards. So he's got a $10 million a year contract. Sounds pretty nice over there. But I mean, his shoes are doing great, but I don't know if it's yay great. But I mean, I guess anything is better than nothing, right? So we'll leave it at that. So we're gonna touch on that tonight.
uh,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that I think that this whole like everything that's going on with Nike is is kind of reflecting on what we're seeing like here with sneakers and everything.
Yeah.
Like there's no leadership, so they can't really get the merchandise out properly. They can't really together to like even schedule like certain drops or things about certain drops. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, as like with tonight's topic, you see like that literally the employees are like dropping. They're leaving. they're getting fired. They're getting
I even
switched over
seen
into.
where one person got hired back. So yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just all that's going on over there is reflecting, and we can see it, like even
Oh,
down to the consumer.
it's showing for
You know.
sure, right? Um,
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is. And again, these percentages that Nike's dropping down to from what we've seen based off of what's on the internet, none of this we don't know for sure because we don't work there. So it's all alleged. But um this is the first time, and like I said, this isn't the first time in ever that I've seen it where the sneakers actually didn't have anything loaded. But now that you put two and two together, as they keep dropping all these, I guess the roles where probably they're, I'm assuming if they're cutting employees or people like leadership roles, other people are picking up that additional work and they don't really know because they haven't been doing it for years. You know, all they've been doing this and
Yeah.
that. It's like
Yeah.
imagine doing the same thing every day for work, or you know what your role is, and then the next day you're like, hey, in 2 weeks you're taking on this, so learn from so and so for what you can. Now keep in mind that person who's leaving, like whether it's voluntarily or they realize, I'm assuming the option is like, hey, leave this way or leave this way, right? I'm assuming either way, not everybody's happy with the leave, even if it comes with a great like servant's pay, right?
Well,
So
well, and on top of that, for the most part, they're already mentally probably checked out from that place. They're
exactly,
like, it's my last 2 weeks, so I'm not really gonna do much. So, and then to
exactly.
have to train somebody, is just pretty much putting a stall on what they already had planned to do.
So question, right? If you was in that
Yeah,
position, you know this your whether you leaving on your own terms or especially if you're leaving on terms you don't want to leave on, and they're saying like, hey man, if you
yeah.
don't mind, could you train Tony up on what you do before you leave? How dedicated would you really be? You know,
No, I do it. I do it.
would you really give it your all though?
Yeah, yeah,
Man, you a nice guy, man. You a nice guy.
yeah. I enjoy my job. So and I feel like I feel like this, like you should be proud that if you can teach someone something, you get what I'm saying, because that means that you're skilled enough in that to pass what you know on.
What if you really didn't want to leave and you not really prepared to
Well,
leave?
well, me in that situation, yeah, you're gonna be a little upset, and then naturally, anybody's gonna be upset. They're not gonna want to do it. But like I say, if it's on my own, then yeah, I'll gladly do it. But like I say, if it's not on my own, then I mean, obviously, like I say, naturally, I'd be upset and angry. But I still show up every day. I'm not gonna just
All right, so let
not
me. I guess I got to
for my
reword a little bit. So what I meant is basically like when I say you either get the option to leave on your own or you're gonna be fired. What I basically mean is like either um, on paper we can say you left on your own, or we gonna hit you with the fire notice anyway. You know, with the layoff. So you pick your
okay.
poison. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you got to make it. Either way, the decision leads out the door is how you want to leave. So I mean, can you say you're really gonna be leaving on good terms whenever say this note just came across out of nowhere? I run it like think about it. Last year, well, in my opinion, since 2022, things haven't really. We've seen the slow decline, to be honest, but it's been like what 1%, 2%. Now it's what I think the last percentage we seen was like 4%. And I'm like, now you can tell when that,
Drops in like sales.
huh? Like just in the
Like,
decline, like shoes sitting. Think about like how many shoes can you? I don't know if you've been keeping up,
oh yeah, yeah. Mhm.
yeah, but like this my thing. While we've seen it, yeah, Nike can afford it. This my mindset, and this is all alleged. Like, if the boss is getting to the point where probably the top dog, it's like you can keep these guys on, but you know we're gonna have to pull either from here, unless you want to drop some of your pay. Who you think finna go first? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course.
Is the boss? I'm gonna just put it this way: as the boss of the company, and I know there's bosses out there that if like I say this, the generic answer they would say like, I've been pulling from my own pocket to make sure you guys are straight. That's what they're gonna say. But in reality, is what
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, you know how you know what I'm talking about. So, but in reality, is which basically is gonna mean in so many words is like, they're like, I'm not gonna take a pay cut and change my lifestyle because sales are down. So, make Mickey and do this, merge this. I'm assuming that. I mean, again, it's sometimes you don't have to work there to kind of know, but this is just how I feel about it. So, like, I know the boss, and even if he did, it's like, all right, I'm gonna do it this one time, but if it drops again, we got to make some. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best you could probably hope for. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. But we've seen it time and time and again. Whenever I'm gonna just say this, when the boss started to feel it, decisions will be made. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I got two articles pulled up, the 90%, and then I'm also gonna talk this like introducing 100 and under sneaker line. Which my thing with that is that should have been one. My thing also, what I feel like kind of hurt Nike too was the increase in prices. And I know we can borderline blame this on the resale market, the way it was such a booming, like from what 2020 to 2020 late, or we'll say, to be fair, we'll do 2020 up to like early 2022. So the resale market, remember
Yeah.
at that, remember, I don't know if you remember, but it felt like at one point, and I'm speaking for myself from the outside looking in, it felt like it was a new resale store company, blah blah blah, popping up every other week and going viral. Not just
Hmm.
on social media, the
Yeah.
YouTubes, like everybody was following a trend, which we was talking about that in the Discord earlier too, where I just low key, I feel like right now in the times that we're in, is the back to the yes, there's still going to be those major resellers like Flight Club, but I'll say this, another hint was that whenever you see Flight Club and Goat had to merge, that lets you know they're right there, because who really wants to merge unless they really have to? I mean, two are better than one, sure, but at the same time,
Yeah.
if you could own a
Well, I mean, clearly they owned under the same. They probably owned under the same like major corporation. So say, hey, you guys are together. You know.
Yeah, true, true. So, we're gonna touch on that tonight. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll see what this whole $100 and under, which I was trying to get at. Basically, some shoes and prices they shouldn't even waste their time like raising the price. Like the price of like the regular dunks shouldn't have never went up, in my opinion. Actually, none all of it was overpriced to begin with, but we're just gonna keep it moving with that.
Yeah.
Let me hit the chat real quick. See what we got in the building. Kwame says, "Yo, what up? What up, Kwame?"
Yo.
Um, let's see if they slowly selling out, probably limited stock. I don't know. Many people looking for Phil. Let's see. I don't know many people looking for the Phil Generals. Yeah. So I mean, it's a definitely a preference shoe, which they all are. But this one is one of those. It's down to either the handful of people that really just want some unions, or like the people who really just like Phil Generals, which ironically used
Yeah.
to be like a cleat that I think Jerry Rice actually had like played in. Right? Don't quote me on that though. But when I was researching doing the video, that's what I found out. Um,
Hmm.
Kwame says sneakers got like 20 plus shoes sitting. And then Viral Saga, I see what you said. You said this guy looking like a R21 Savage. Would you trying to make fun of me? It is what it is. Like, whatever. I ain't even gonna trip. Slayer says, "What's up, Sneaker Familia? What up, Slayer?" Um,
Yo.
yeah, Kwame says, "What up, Slayer?" Slayer's got the hands up for Kwame. Kwame says, "I thought the Air Force One and Dunks was supposed to be $100 and under." I mean, to be honest, that's a shoe they could have left alone. They could have
That's
left.
probably what they'll try to pull.
Yeah, they're probably gonna. Yeah,
Try and pull those back down to $100 and make them appeal to people again, because you got to think they almost lost people. They almost lost the core fan base of Air Force One wearers.
yeah. What if the Air Force Ones? I know they originally was 90, but I remember when they was actually 60, and they climbed up to 70, and then jumped up to 90. But um,
Yeah.
what did they climb up to? Was my question. Did they get up to 115 or 120? What's the Air
I'm
Force
gonna say on the more premium side, maybe about up to about
130? Right?
I would about 120. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think just the regular general Air Force One, the classic joint, I think it's at roughly 115, 120. So we'll see how.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you think maybe, and I'll start there with the Nike introducing the 100 and underline. Could this possibly be that sign for them, like you said, trying to slowly creep back down? Like, hey guys, these are back to their price again, and
Yeah.
hopefully
Like I
nobody
say,
noticed.
and I'm not even gonna say lost, but very upset. You upset your very core fan base. Let's just say that.
Right. It's some shoes they didn't have to
Because you can't
bother.
like
Like,
price gouge like
yeah,
it's a core fan base who knows it, and they know it's almost to a science. They already know exactly how much to walk in with. You
yeah,
know?
exactly. Especially because there are some people who strictly just wear, and I know this is a rare breed, but I've seen this happen as well. Looks like we lost Dunks for 2 seconds. Um, I'm gonna put myself back on the main screen. I think Dunks like dropped out. I'm gonna put myself back on the main screen, and if he comes back in, we'll get him squared away. So hold on real quick. All right, cool. I should be back on the main screen. When Dunks comes back into the live, I think his connection was kind of just lagging a little bit. But when Dunks comes back into the live, I will definitely add him back on. But basically, what we were just saying is pretty much that core fan base for the Air Force One, and other shoes were like these. I'll put it this way, right? The reason they're always asking me, like, what is your favorite all time sneaker, like your go to, blah, blah. It will forever be the Air Force One. I fall under that group of what like a true fan base is for the Air Force One. And again, I'm not trying to over here to sell this or any of that. Let me see if this is Dunks texting me really, really quick. Yeah. I don't know. Like I'm still live. He said he don't he says let me text him. I'm still live. Let's see. My bad. Cause Dunks, I don't even think Dunks knows, but yeah, his connection dropped. Yeah. Okay, so he says you back on. I never got off. Like I'm still live. Can y'all still hear us? We still good, right? Yeah. Dunks is coming back in here. Give me like 2 seconds. I see you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what happened, by the way. Here, let me make sure we good. Audio wise, we should be back in action. Y'all let us know we can hear us okay. What happened?
I don't know. It like showed me something that said no director. It was like
Oh,
a gray screen at the bottom.
oh shit. I did
And
see like your connection was kind of going in and out. You were laggy, but it wasn't nothing like out of the norm. But you were lagging a little bit, so I don't really know. Kwame says sounds is good. Y'all see Dunks? Y'all can hear Dunks. Everything
yeah.
is good.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, you didn't really miss much. I was just basically going how basically the Air Force One has forever been. Slayer says Nike trying to silence y'all. We ain't say nothing, no. We ain't say nothing. What the have we said? What we said wrong? And we said alleged. And I
the,
said we didn't.
the fan base thing, they like, oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't feel like we going in on them like that though. Like
Mhm.
I'm all we're doing is discussing two topics that we found on the internet. Um,
Yeah.
and giving a little bit of thought on it. But what I was saying is the Air Force One forever will be my favorite shoe. People always ask like, "What's your favorite shoe?" It's always the Air Force One, and it's mainly because it's a versatile, affordable shoe. Point blank. Period.
And
It's like
at one point, well, I mean, I guess still now, always available.
yeah, you can walk in at any time if you needed a fresh pair. And worst case scenario, if that store didn't have them, you go next door and you good and you in and out. It's it's the perfect shoe that I feel like no matter what fit you got, no matter what you wearing, it's gonna work with it. Some fits it look better with, some fits it don't look as good with, but it's not gonna let you down. Now the
Yeah,
quality was cheeks, but I mean that's another story. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. I mean, you got to think though, like when it's a massively produced shoe like that, it's not gonna, you know.
yeah, true, true,
I mean,
true.
maybe if you take a pair from the '90s or maybe even the earlier 2000s, and compare them to today's, I'm sure definitely see the difference in quality. You know.
Oh hell yeah, I'm sure you will. You know what I'm saying? We'll
Hmm.
definitely see that, but it's definitely come a long way. But my thing is that if they
I
can
mean,
make
not
them
very
better,
far.
yeah. My thing is they if they can make them better, why wouldn't they not make them better? That's the part that like upsets me because it's like y'all can do the premium version like the Drake version, the Nocta version for 150, you know, and
Yeah.
or the Supreme. When those Supremes, the Supreme, I think is paying 100. We paying 150 just for that Supreme logo.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, those the Supremes. I was gonna know. Yeah, are they 150 or are they like 130?
I thought they was 150. I'll double check what they were going for on the retail side of things. But yeah, I think that's what because you know Supreme. That's what they
Hmm.
not to pick on them, but that's what they do where they make just basically something like a basic joint, put the Supreme
Hmm.
logo on it, and tax it because you're paying for the logo and the name.
Yeah,
So yeah,
of course.
that's what it normally is. So we'll see how it goes. Um, let me touch the chat real quick because that's what I was reading into before you like dropped off. But we should be back in. Let's see where we at. Where we at? Uh, let's see where we at. Kwame says, "I thought the Air Force One and the Dunks were supposed to be $100 and under. You thought that until this economy took it to another level,
That's what
which
I'm saying. They're probably
and
gonna introduce them back.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk politics and make that be a part of the reason. So we won't. But I mean, you can't help but notice with the way times are, people are making decisions, and I'll leave it at that. Um,
Hmm.
Guap Dad song says, "What about the inflation? Could that have been a reason?" See, we're already right on the same page. I most definitely think that could have been a reason, right? Inflation
Hmm.
because we're being nickel and dime everywhere you go. And I don't know about in your area, Dunks, but I'll speak for mine here. Um, certain locations will charge you 10 cents just to have a bag. Like normally where they would just throw it in the bag for you because the bag was considered free, which I'm pretty sure we've been paying for the whole entire time. This time they got it up on the actual, like you get the option. Uh,
Wow.
I don't do it. Like I'm like hell no. I push the whole buggy out, even if I just got two items, and I carry. You got to basically get reusable bags now,
Oh
basically.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah, of
So
course. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
I just bring my reusable bag joint because I'm not getting nobody no 10 cents. Even like and like my thing is it's a contradiction of the law here too because technically when you buy the alcoholic beverage you're supposed to be put in the bag, but I guess that's
Yeah.
not it don't apply no more now.
Yeah. Right. That's, isn't that true? Like alcohol is supposed to be put in the bag, and like
Right,
once you walk out or once you pay, they're supposed to put it in the bag. Then you leave, and it's supposed to be in a concealed bag.
but it's not. I'm gonna say this: it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
And as much as y'all see me
And
behind
I'm
this
sure you can tell which stores are gonna, you know.
enforce that, yeah. So I can say if y'all can see the bottle of liquor behind me back here,
Hmm.
majority of that, because some of that stuff is new, I just literally put it in the car and had to lay it on the floor because I was not giving them a fucking bag, bro. No, I'm not paying. I mean, put it. I'm not. I wasn't giving them 10 cents per bag. Um, and I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, inflation definitely could play a big part in what how we spend our money because you're gonna spend on your. I'm assuming majority of us is gonna try to spend on our needs first versus what we want. You know, because
Oh
it's
yeah, for sure.
and I saw Kwame post that on one of the like one of the I don't know if you guys been checking it out too, but a lot of the lives I'm gonna go back. Well, not the older ones, but the more recent ones. I'm gonna come back and chop them up a little bit and just drop them throughout the week if y'all don't mind. But I did see where pretty much what we were talking about, pretty much today's economy and sneakers. And one of the biggest things that we could take away is like, yeah, people, the shoes you can always go back eventually once you get back. Don't I would say this. I would hope everybody's trying to pay their bills first versus, buying the sneakers and then dealing with the bills. But I have a feeling some people are willing to do it backwards. It just depends on the situation
Mhm.
again.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Nothing would surprise me at this point. Um,
yeah, exactly.
Slayer says, "Is there $100 thing a discount?" I don't think it's a discount. I think it's more so what me and Dunks was kind of on us, where it's like, what shoes that originally went up now they're going to be back at what they originally cost because we were buying it, not complaining. That's bad. Um,
Hmm.
Andre says, Premium dunks are retailing 125 now. Crazy how a 25% jump happens in less than a year. So there you go. So the basic plain Janes is 125. That's crazy. Some of my scenes still sitting at 115, but they all used to be 100. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Andre says the inflation, there's inflation, but also corporate greed, but they obviously keep doing it because people still buying. Yeah. I mean, even like I said, we've said this time and time again, probably each and every live. Nike's 4% is to us is like y'all still way better than what majority of the people in the country, you know? But to them, that's not they you don't want to I'm assuming their goal is to either plateau or go up. You don't want to go down, especially if that could
Well,
be a
and
sign
they'll never be out of business because it's a for one, it's a life necessity. You know, it's footwear. You know, you gotta have shoes, and it may not be your birthday, but it's his birthday or her birthday. You know, so people will constantly be buying shoes for like family members, for friends, for themselves. You know, for like certain holidays is going on. You know, so I mean that's why they'll never just completely be like but they will feel it to the effect in certain areas. Let's just say that, and the area that they're targeting on is what they're only pinpointing. You know, because
yeah,
they're clearly not in bad shape. They're only targeting on this certain area because this is they know one of their highest grossing areas of of footwear. You know.
yeah, my bad.
No, no,
Yeah,
you're good. Well, clearly, those shoes are made for everyone. All of those shoes are made for everyone in every lifestyle. But they know that there's a certain group of people that target their certain shoes that they drop. You know, and
yeah,
that's the area they're focusing on. And
yeah. Unless you're Ye, who has we've seen walking around barefooted, but you ain't gonna be able to do that in the fucking wintertime. You know what I'm saying? Not here. Maybe in y'all area, because I know y'all cold and our cold is two different things. But here, hell, you're not going outside barefooted. I'm
yeah,
just
I'm
putting it
sure.
like that. Yeah, you're not gonna do that. Maybe on the West Coast, but not here. And the further north you go, East Coast, the colder it gets. Um, let's see. Andre says, let's see. We were at Slayer says Air Force Ones are timeless. Thank you. That's basically the word I've been describing. It's the most timeless classic shoe, bro. Like I even for the people who say they don't like them, I've seen people say that I don't like Air Force Ones at all, but whenever they want to go, so I want to buy some shoes that I don't care if I mess them up, they pick that one. So I'm like, you still fall in the category. So you
Hmm.
like them for something, you know? Even if it's
Yeah,
on the negative side of things, like an Air Force One shoe is a win-win shoe.
true.
Um, Kwame says, sounds good. Appreciate that. Slayer says, Nike trying to silence y'all. Read that one. Kwame says, I think I paid like 150 to 160 for my I defeated Air Force One. But the patent great in the rain. Yeah, true. I remember, yeah, you did post those in the Discord, those
Hmm.
defeated Air Force Ones, the multicolored joint, right?
Hmm.
I remember those. The only thing that sucks about the patent leather, that stuff going it looks nice. It just crinkled like that leather. It
Hmm.
one wear you gonna know. You're not finna you can't dead stock some patent leather sneakers. I'm just convinced right now. You know what I'm saying? Um, but let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're gonna touch on the first of tonight's topic. Boom, right here, because we're gonna be on this joint for like another like 30 minutes or so. It says Nike are introducing 100 and under sneaker line Abbott stock plunge. So yeah, pretty much ironically, because that's I think was the last topic on Saturday, how the stock has like went down, and you see what they're gonna. You see, like this is my thing. There's they're already overcharging for the sneaker, in my opinion, because of what it probably. Even if it took them all this extra money to get it all over here, like that $100, $115, still when it's all said and down, if they break it down, like what each item how much you think it takes them to make an Air Force One. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the cheapest model for them to make. Don't quote me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I'm not gonna say it's the cheapest model, but it's for sure their most um
Profitable.
economically money saving. You know, like they can get them made for a decent price and make I'm sure probably about maybe 3 times what it took for them to get them made. You know?
It's probably more than three, homie. I'm gonna go up more. I wouldn't. I would give it almost damn near probably 10 times as much. But I
I
don't
mean, I
know.
wouldn't say that it cost $10 to make an Air Force One. Say it probably maybe like a little more than that, but
I
maybe
don't
like
know,
maybe
man.
about 20, maybe about 20.
An all white Air Force One, though, if you think about it, is like once they get it, what do they get? Like they don't have to paint it afterwards or detail it or anything. It's just like I'm pretty sure they got that already. Just putting it on the little, like you said last week too, where you just put the joint on and make the shoe yourself. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying. Like I don't.
mm,
I think 20 may be. That's let me put it this way: for what they sell it for, even $20 is still a big in a good profit for them. But I would assume it's probably less than that. And I may be a little bit too low with the 10, but I'm like somewhere I went no more than 15, if that. Again, they don't have to do any detail like the I'm assuming this joint just print right off and boom, boom, they stuff it because hit or miss on whenever you get the quality check on those too, because the quality control with those probably went out the window a long time ago, as many as
yeah,
many, you know what I'm saying? So that one probably like a forever like deal where it's gonna be at this price. Like for them to raise it, I guarantee the production cost didn't raise. I'm gonna put it like that. If I had to guess. Um, let me hit the
oh, okay. So no, it's actually it's about 28.50, and they say Nike makes a 21.50 profit.
oh, so it takes $28 to make it.
Yeah, see, so I say these a little more than
Okay. Okay, all right, fine.
no, no,
Well,
no.
while you're at it, I'm gonna
Mhm.
read through this article, but look up what it costs to make a Jordan 1 then. I'm
Oh
curious now.
God. Okay,
I was
yeah.
gonna say now
This,
you
so
open up
this
a
one's
can of
gonna
worms.
really be like, man, what? You know?
Yeah. You open up a can of worms for me because if it takes $28 to make the Air Force One, I got to know what it takes to make the Air Jordan, man. Pick any model of your choice, bro, or just in general. Let me know what comes up.
Okay, take your best guess first.
If the Air Force One is 28, then that means that Air Jordan's got to be like 35.
Okay. Anybody in the chat want to guess before I just
Yeah,
say it? You know?
yeah. Let's see. What do you guys? Yeah, a quick poll, real quick,
Well,
man.
people will obviously look it up, and they
Yeah,
can already know.
Kwame
So
Kwame did make his best educated guess. He says, "I'll guess $50."
okay, okay,
Um, I'm gonna stick with 35, man. Uh,
okay.
yeah, and let's go ahead. Just go ahead and reveal it, man. We'll see what's up.
It's actually 16.25 to make an Air Jordan One,
Wow! Holy crap! So it takes
which means that it's about $10.75 in material cost, 2.43 in labor cost, and overhead is 2.10, and the factory profits 97 cents from it.
the factory really getting the short end of the stick. Divine guessed $40. Um, but it's the thing, like isn't that weird
That's
that
not even $20, and
yeah, like it's kind of sounds weird saying that, like,
so
and
imagine, yeah, a lot of just a lot of your pair of shoes, a lot of all of our pair of shoes, especially ones like off whites. Originally, they were less than $20 to make.
wow, man,
Now that's 10 times the price.
bro, I feel like almost like I made some bad decisions in life.
I mean, hey,
I'm just
you
saying,
know,
looking back on it, because like the off white, you paying you not getting those for retail unless it's the ones that nobody checking for.
mhm. But they all start from the same place for for the most part. Then they go on to do great things. You know,
Damn, man, I almost kind of hate I know now. But I mean,
yeah,
it is,
exactly.
yeah,
It's like I said, a sore spot or opening like a can of worms.
both for me, hell, because I don't even want to
And I
sit. I don't even
watch
want.
you like tonight. Once you go in there, you gonna be like, you motherfuckers. You know.
basically, that's where I know that's why I'm not even trying to think about it because
So really, how much shoes I could have a 16.25 on them,
yeah, and to be honest, man, and this is a little off mode, but on mode, I already had what was a smooth day, and then something happened and effed it up over something really something I really created where I didn't have to do that. And then this right here, I'm like, all right, I'm just count the day as like a bust, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't meant. Today wasn't my day today. I'm gonna just leave it that. I ain't tripping. I'm all right. But it's kind of one of those like, everything was going smooth and then boom. It's like, bro, like what the hell? All I asked was
Yeah.
this. Um, yeah. Let me hit the chat real quick. Kwame says, "What the f? How is it less than the Air Force One?" Thank you. That's my whole thing too. That's why I'm so mind blown. I'm like, how is that less when that's more? But I mean, I assume that I don't know, and it always depends on when that was published too. Do you got a date on the articles that you looked up?
This was as of, let's see. Yeah,
I
that
was,
was, yeah, that's old. Let's look it up. But
I
I'm
was
sure it did.
Yeah, it's probably don't went up now because I would assume if we got to go up, I would hope their costs have went up. Um, Let me hit this article real quick, and then we'll get the update from Dunks. It says, following the quarter four report announcement last week, Nike have announced that they have planned on introducing a new 100 and under product line in some countries around the world as the sportswear giant continues to face market validity. In the past year, Nike stock has plummeted by 33.32% and is down 30.5% year to date. On Friday, shares created by 19.98%, which
Okay.
was the biggest one day percentage drop in the stock history. What you got for us, Dunks?
No, no. This was as of October last year. As they says about $16 to $30 to make. So still in that range,
Mm-hmm.
still very cheap labor, and material cost considering what they go for.
Got you. Got you. And right now, the last thing I don't know if you overheard, but yeah, that I guess that percentage of the stock, I didn't, it's been happening little by little to the point now it's like down 30.5%. Yeah, it definitely had to make some changes. Um,
Nike stock.
Yeah, the Nike stock, bro. It says literally, it says, um, it says in the past year, Nike stock has plummeted by 33.32%, and it's down 30.5% year to date.
Yeah,
So
but you know what? Like I say, what was going on in the past? What you said, 3 years, right?
yeah.
What happened in the past 3 years?
No, in the past, no, this is in the past year actually.
Oh, okay. In the past year, like I say, what's happened? Things have definitely changed. People still, like I say, recovering from the whole COVID stuff.
Yeah,
Whatever
that was a
happened,
tough
still,
time, man.
yeah. So people still recovering from that, and this is years after that happened.
Hmm.
So, like I say, people are still just back getting back on their feet. A lot of things that can contribute to. I'm not just spending money on shoes.
Oh yeah, that's not on the priority list. Says on Friday, shares dropped to 19.98%, which is what we probably covered, which was the biggest one day percentage drop in the stock history. So in one day alone, 19.98%. So that whole 30, if we do a little bit of math, you can throw 19% on top of that. So now we pretty much, that's almost not half completely, but it's knocking on the door. So that is a
Yeah.
big drop. And this article is from July 3rd, 2024. So just literally not what, because that was last week, because the fourth was on Thursday. So that was Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Of last week. It says the 100 and under strategy comes after Nike chief financial officer Matthew Friend told investors on Thursday, our teams are also attacking opportunities across price points, according to the Japan Times. Yeah, meaning, hey, yeah, we kind of dropped the ball. Let's put the shit back to probably what it originally is and see where we go from there. If I had to guess, that's their game plan. Again, I don't know there, but I mean, my thing is this: they shouldn't have fucked with it to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Y'all could have easily just mass produced. Y'all already doing it anyway. Y'all mass produce. This is my thing. They should have just kept with the mass production to slow down the control to resellers to avoid the resale allegation. Like, no, how to be able to tell if the shoe is authentic or not situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's what they did. They did the mass production, like, hey, just keep feeding it, make the shoe available, it'll go away. But It didn't mean y'all needed to raise the prices on top of that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
now,
saying
kind of,
you
yeah,
upset it a lot. You upset a loyal fan base when you guys did that because you guys mass produced and raised prices, and people really only asked for one of the two. If you're gonna, if you're gonna drop a shoe and make it limited, then okay, I get I just, I guess I can justify the pricing, like.
yeah,
But if you're gonna just do a basic shoe like an Air Force One and say like put like I don't know some not even talking about the undefeateds, but like I said, just throw some patent on it, then I don't really see why that's worth, what you were asking for, And like I say, that's just an example because like I say, that's an Air Force One, it's a classic beloved shoe. And to do something like that, people like I get it, but it's not what I'm looking for. And they just kept doing that over and over. and
yeah,
and or they would just they would go back to originals but keep the same pricing.
yeah. So I got a question though. Can we really blame the resellers as a part of the price jump hike? The economy is not really something that was probably on beyond Nike and the resellers' control. But as far as their price jump, I would assume that the resale, because the next part of this article says Nike had a good few years of growth, especially since Michael Jordan's The Last Dance documentary aired in 2020. But the swoosh have been under consistent criticism from the sneaker atmosphere, and recent layoffs have not helped their image of financial health. With the release of the 2024 financial year results, we can just see how much relocation that Nike needs. Says Nike's total revenue. Go ahead. You
No,
about to,
no, go finish, then I got it.
all right, cool. It says Nike total revenue for FY24, which is basically fiscal year 2024, was 51.4 billion, which is only a 1% increase on the 51.2 billion. Hey, that's still doing good, bro. I mean, like y'all off by 2%, but we've said this time and time again. I guess that's really a big concern for Nike. But I mean, y'all still in the 50 billion.
They're good,
Yeah,
but
like I don't feel they didn't. They the more I read this, it just makes me think like they really didn't. Did they really have to lay those people off or make them choose? Like, did they really have to do cuts because of?
or maybe look at it like this: did Nike piss some of their investors off?
I'm
You know,
assuming. I think
because you
that.
got to think,
Yeah,
look, because now look at all this controversy coming out. Now you're seeing that now the topic of the logo's been stolen. Like all this is starting to come out now. Like I say, maybe Nike did something to piss their investors off because, like I say, Nike isn't just that big conglomerate. They got people that's invested in them, and got money tied into them also. So, like I say, maybe they've done something to piss somebody off, and now they're starting to feel the effect.
yeah. I mean, the investors play a big part in it, and
Oh
we
yeah.
can we can use, for example, how we know. I hate to bring them into this, but Adidas, when Ye pissed off, when Ye went on his rant about what he said, ultimately Adidas had to react how their investors didn't react. Once they saw their investors start pulling away, they had to
Hmm.
pull away too. Like, hey, you either pull away from this guy or we're done completely. And
Does
Adidas,
anybody in Nike's like lineup in any type of controversy that you can think of?
nah, man. To be
Yeah,
honest,
exactly.
not on that level
No,
anyway.
because they know the consequences of pretty much. They got the Kanye rule in at Nike, and they, this is what you follow. You know.
Hey, you right though. That kind of made me think of the movie Life when it's like we got the gun line, but it's like we got the
Yeah,
Kanye.
exactly. They got the Kanye line. You cross any of these, you out of here.
Yeah, you cross that line,
But they use his template as a prime example of what not to do when given an opportunity at Nike.
basically.
And like I
Hey,
say, you haven't heard not so much as a peep from anyone's complaining about money, about
that's the.
creative differences.
I think
Nobody.
we heard one complaint, but it's like it's going. We forgot. I remember slightly that somebody used to work there, but to be honest,
I'm talking about from the celebrity standpoint. These
Oh
people,
hell no!
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
those
saying.
guys. Yeah,
They're saying they got that Kanye that's crossing these lines. You out.
yeah. And maybe that's what they tried to pull Drake in for. But then again, Travis is there too. But it's like, hey guys, you want to be a part of the team? Keep doing this. You want to get out of here fast. Even if you even think about doing anything remotely close about, hey, then it's like you threaten them too. They're like, hey, that's my thing with Ye. He's like, I need this or else. Like he that didn't work with your record label, and I know it wasn't gonna work with Nike. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
So
saying.
yeah,
Like,
so I'm saying maybe they've done something even internally, that just that we don't know about. Because like I say, that's a lot for such a big corporation like Nike.
yeah. And then I think even Manny in the Discord, not to keep plugging it, but he had posted the bar of how many see
I
or
say investors probably seeing what's going on, and maybe they're just pulling out voluntarily.
yeah, he's posted the bar on, like, he did a bar graph on how many people have been let go in the higher positions, if I'm not mistaken. So pretty much I'll read through the rest of this article, then we'll wrap things up here. And the next like 7 minutes or so, we'll talk a little bit of upcoming releases. This one was just a natural one because I didn't really have to touch on the other topic, but it's pretty much just letting you know it's laid off of 90% of their
I mean, and even still, we at this point, I mean, we've all been in it, a pretty decent amount of time to know, without them even putting shoes out, what's their $100 and under. You know,
yeah.
we kind of can just go and guesstimate at that.
Yeah. If I had to guess, it's gonna be shoes that was already that to begin with. And it's like,
What move some of that shit off sneakers.
yeah, exactly. And sneakers, to be honest, man, this is my thing. Like, also makes me think, like, if y'all investing in all this broad protection, this and the third, but y'all gotta lay people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me question other things too. Whenever you, like, what's the saying? Where there's smoke, there's fire. And right now, all I can see that there's definitely smoke or things up in
Hmm.
flames right now. Hell no. But I mean, if it don't do a complete turnaround, ain't no either they gonna stay right there or go down. It
Yeah.
ain't nothing but three ways to go. And then this article real quick, I just want to touch on because this one is slightly more up to date from July 9th, which basically is not that far from the previous one. It says in a report Nike had to file with the state of Oregon that job titles of the employees affected by the layoffs were detailed. The breakdown, as reported by the Portland Business Journal, shows that 92% of the jobs listed were leadership roles, including 174 directors and 110 senior directors. While this is positive in some lights, as it might mean the cuts wasn't a cop out as an entry or mid level roles, it also means that the swoosh has lost a lot of tenured expertise, which I'm no
What
genius.
the heck is what is 174 senior? What are they?
Directors.
So you paying 174 people to do the same job?
Well, I'm assuming they're different. Like there's usually like a vice director. There's a this director.
These are senior directors.
Yeah,
That's a specific job.
yeah. But I'm pretty sure they all got different roles. But I mean, do you really need that many? Um, I'll speak. I'll use my.
Well, I don't know. I mean, because I guess McDonald's has 174 fry cooks. You know,
I mean, but at the top though, do you need that many at the top?
nah, yeah. Now it's a different perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, you don't. You don't. So they were paying
oh, I got
174
one.
people.
I got a good analogy for this one. It's simple. You ever heard of saying like, hey, the problem over there is they got too many Chiefs and not enough
Oh
Indians.
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. I
Not to
mean,
disrespect anybody. It's just an old saying from where me and Dunce grew up from. But yeah, too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. Which basically means like you got all these bosses, but you don't got enough people doing the dirty work, and it's not leveling. It's not gonna level out. That could have been a perspective they probably looked at things. But
mhm.
yeah. So yeah, you're right. Do they really need 170? But then, if you think about it, Nike is a big global company, so maybe they obviously need way more than one. You know, And I'll just leave it at that. Then
Do
110.
they have 174 offices?
I don't know how many offices
Okay,
located.
then.
Yeah.
No, they don't. So they don't need 174 because that would mean one per location.
Yeah, and that even if it's like 50 states,
So
that's
bro, that means that even if 74 of them call out, they still got 100 that can get the job done.
but there are probably different regions. I'm assuming like there's
Still,
some in different
still, they
regions
still
and
got
different
100 they
states,
can get this.
but I'm
That job is
assuming
never. It's like
what I'm
they can never
assuming
say they're short staffed.
now that I think about it, what I'm assuming is those directors roles, they made a lot of them like, all right, now you're gonna pick up this director slack. Well, I only take care of this region. Well, now you're gonna take on this region. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Which something they probably could have been doing to begin with. Um, but I get it. Sucks.
So they're
Hopefully those
probably like,
people.
"What do you do?"
Exactly. That's what it is. What does he really do anyway? Like I'm telling you, the person at the tip top, pause. It's like that's where we taking the cuts from first. It's just how it goes. I mean, it makes sense. And I'm pretty sure they don't pull from the bottom too. And you know that hopefully if you're that lucky one in the middle, you good. Um, I'm gonna read the last little bit of this article, then we'll talk upcoming releases and wrap things up here for the night. It says, while this is positive, some things mean that it says this isn't a cop out. I read that part. It says, uh, interestingly enough, 22 positions were cut from the innovation team, which some might question an Abbott and criticism at the Nike's resilience on its old technology and retros. I get it. And so many words from that part, what I'm getting from it is like we've said this time and time again in the Discord, on the live. Like, don't get me wrong, Nike is that sneaker company that's dope. But as far as like innovation, like as far as like they're saying technology, what I'm getting from it is like you basically selling us the same product that basically with a twist on it. And RP to Virgil, but that's been the last strongest creative, you know, wrecking force. All we've had like CPFM.
It was just it was fresh and new, something
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
and you haven't seen that since.
yeah. Like CPFM is dope. The other collabs are dope. I'm not
I
bashing
mean,
them
they all fall short,
compared
to
to Off White.
compared to what Virgil had going on. I mean,
Yeah,
like he literally like other people don't really they don't get this. He literally was able to put like things on the Nike shoe to completely take away from what the Nike shoe, but he had like things that like nobody else would have been able to get away with. You know what
I'll
I'm
say
saying?
it.
Like
I'll say
putting
it like
buttons
this.
and stuff like that.
I'll say it like this. He brought things to the shoe where I'll put it like this. Other people like, oh, is that a Nike? That's Nike shoe, blah blah. But when you see the Off White and Nike collab, you know it's Off White, off rip when you see it. You like that's Off White. That's
Well,
the Off
yeah,
White. That's the
yeah.
Off White J's. That's the Off White Forces. You not other ones. You be like, oh, those what? Other people will be like this. Well, what kind of Air Force Ones are those? You don't do that with an Off White sneaker. You know that's Off White, and that's what he brought to the table. Something that different. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Um, Let me touch the chat real quick, and then we're gonna talk upcoming releases, and then we're gonna wrap things up here for the night. Appreciate y'all for being with us and sticking with us, man. Let's see. Hunter in the building says, "What up?" He says, "Yeah, laughing my ass off. Imagine 174 directors for what the f? I mean, probably they definitely had way more people in than what they needed. Obviously in those roles." And then Kwame says, "What's good, Hunter?" And yeah, man. So we pretty much coming up on that hour mark. Let's talk a little bit of upcoming releases, and then we'll wrap things up here for the night, man. Y'all know I want to be right off, right at that hour mark. Appreciate y'all for sticking it out with us. So I did see that there is like that Taken 8 Nike Foam Posit collab.
Tekken. Don't disrespect Tekken.
What do you mean? My
Yeah.
bad.
No, it's Tekken 8. Yeah.
Oh, hey, I didn't know it was that sensitive for you. I haven't played video games in a minute, bro.
Tekken is a beloved fighting game.
I don't even. Was it around when we was around? Like,
Yeah, yes, it was. It was
I don't
around.
know.
Yes, it was around. Trust me, and we played it. You probably don't remember, but we played it. But yeah, Tekken. I still play Tekken. I like Tekken, and I those shoes are very interesting to me.
So this like to be honest, I would say with me not really remembering off the top of my head, looking at them because I got them up on the screen, it's basically like an eggplant pause, and I guess
Is a play off of Devil Jin Kazama. If you just look it
I
up, you will see.
I like them though. Like
Mhm.
I like them. I think this is a nice subtle hit where it's not overly collab, but it's just enough to let you know that hey, these are not just the eggplants. Pause. But yeah, I think it's actually pretty dope. And of course, we know we got the my year 3 coming. Um, that's anticipated August now. Um,
Mhm.
is I'm my year that company that's probably got Nike on their back right now. Um, I mean, who's got the best? And this probably should be a separate topic. Who's got the best collab at Nike over there now? Who's doing the best job? Is it Union? I'm my year. CPFM. Who else can I go on down the rabbit hole with? You know what I'm saying?
Travis
J
Scott,
Balvin, Travis Scott. Was Travis
Billie
Scott?
Eilish. Don't forget about Billie Eilish because she's over there. Well, she's just with she's specifically with Jordan Brand. I'm sorry.
She there, but I mean, like, she not there. If that makes sense. Like, no disrespect, her stuff ain't moving like a. I'm gonna say this: how Drake stuff move is how Billie Eilish should move. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like where it's a
Just
Drake.
stick to the music because that's what you guys are better at.
Yeah, basically, just stick to music. Y'all dope, but Travis bringing swag to the he. I think that's too his whole persona, how he carry himself, help sell his.
Oh yeah,
It help market. And I'm not. This is my thing. I'm buying Travis product like the clothes and the shoes, but ask me to play his album, I'm be like, bro, like, all right, cool, it's dope. But I like the third song for me, and I'm not dissing him because I like his shit. But at the same time, I'm like, by the third song, I'm like, all right, hey, let's pick another
but you
artist.
want to know the irony also is that they're only about 5 to 6 years apart in age. You know what I'm saying? But you
Yeah,
know what Travis, the crowd he brings compared to the crowd that Drake, I guess, brings.
yeah,
It's just two different type of demographics, and they're like I say, and they're only like 5 to 6 years apart in age.
true, true. And then I've also seen where they're supposed to be, allegedly, there's going to be bringing back the Air Jordan 1 UNC, but in a reimagined form. Um, I'm not mad at these, The reimagined thing, I would say that's probably the closest thing they got for like that's also kind of helping them keep afloat. And let me clarify this: these people keep afloat. They're not struggling by any means. Their struggle and our struggle, I already know, two different ball games. But I mean, for them to like where if they want to get it back to the percentage they wanted to, these are the shoes that they need to probably try to throw out there. But at the same time, we like in today's economy, we're just thinking a little bit more. That's all. I think that plays a major part into it. Let me hit the rest of the chat and then we'll wrap things up for the night. So yeah, other than that, I don't even like. Yeah, we got the Columbia 11s going in December, but I mean to be honest, the next big drop, in my opinion, is probably going to be those on my year threes. Um, and we'll see. I don't know if they're going to do two colorways or just the black colorway. But let's see. Hunter says, "Sup, Supreme Kai." I think he's talking about Kwame. And let's see. Hunter says, "That's exactly what I thought. It's just the purple eggplant phone posit." True. Pause. But yeah. Other than that, we've been on the joint for like an hour and 4 minutes, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love and being patient with us. Sorry about the little drop off that happened between me and Dunk earlier. We don't know what happened. Granted, it could have been on my end too, Dunce, because it actually just started storming over here, ironically. So that could have been. Who knows? Because I honestly I didn't touch anything. I've been hands free this whole time.
Yeah.
But other than that, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. Free to sign up. Like I said, we talk a little bit of everything over there from music to sneakers, of course. And yeah, we'll be back live on Saturday again with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trying hauls, and you'll know we got Music Monday as well. Other than that, we'll be back Saturday, and I'll let my homie Dunks take us out for the night.
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. It was a great one. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your week. Yeah, we'll see you guys on Saturday. And there's not really much dropping, so there's not really much to talk about. So I mean, like I said, just keep your eyes peeled. Anybody see any news about anything, then just put it out there. But for now, we just wait to see what's gonna go on with Nike, and see where that leaves us, even going into next year, because all these drops are still speculation. You know, there's no
Yeah,
definitive on any of it. They say confirmed, but Nike can say not confirmed. You know,
yeah, they can change
but
it any
yeah,
second.
exactly. So, but yeah, besides that, everybody just like I say once again, enjoy the rest of your week, and see you guys on Saturday.
Most definitely, man. We're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. enough I can remember. Good enough I can remember. My heart is cold December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Good enough I can remember. Good enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while.